Good morning. Hope we're all well. Oh, there's stuff behind me. A hoe bell. um, good. It's been a busy weekend. I'm going to tell you about it, and then we'll get into some writing. I'm going to move that stuff. What is it? It's my daughter's crafting bits. Let's move that down there. She was doing what's it called? Is it called diamond art? I think. Yeah, it's been a really busy weekend. I had a selling event in Canterbury on Saturday, which was mixed. I didn't sell very much, and I think it was in part due to the way that I set up my table, which is really annoying. I'm not entirely sure that that was it because when I moved it, basically I had it set back because I'd set up an area for colouring and I thought people could come over, do some colouring, have a chat with me. But I think what was happening was that people are nervous because if they've made an effort to sort of walk over to you, then they have to engage you in conversation rather than just like going past and not really, I don't know. But basically, I moved it right at the end and I sold a couple of books. But yeah, I'm not sure because I only sold one to somebody I didn't know. So yeah, sales were rubbish, but networking wise, excellent. Because some people did come over to talk to me who would be good contacts. Sorry, my email I haven't closed yet. So yeah, mixed. I might do some stuff on TikTok on my thoughts about it because I feel like it's more short form than YouTube stuff. Although to be fair, I should get better at putting my shorts on YouTube. In fact, there's one that I could upload in a bit. Anyway, yeah, I'm a bit tired today. Let me know how you are, and even if you're watching this not live, let me know how you are, what what you're up to, what you're working on, how your weekend was and all that stuff. I would love to know. Today, the first thing that I need to do is that I haven't opened my laptop since Friday and I see that I have 82 emails. So most of it will be junk. So it's not like that's going to take me ages and ages. Normally, I have a chance to open my laptop before I go live, but I haven't had a chance to do that today. So I'm going to have a quick look through my emails. And then the article that I've mentioned that I've been working on, I've had sort of the final comments back on. So I'm just going to tidy it up. It's a really quick job. But I'm just going to do that so that it's ready to go. We're just waiting for a couple of people to say yes, and then I will submit that. So that would be really cool. So I need to do that this morning. And then I have got some comments back on the soil book. So what I could do with that is because the latest version of it I've done in InDesign and I've cancelled my InDesign what's it called, subscription. I can't edit it in that, but what I might do is mark up the PDF and send it to my editor. So that's the second job I might do this morning, depending on sort of how things go. But those are my plans. I'm really looking forward to being able to actually sit and write because it's been months since I've been able to make progress on the books that I'm writing. Well, I say that, okay. What I mean by that, because I did write the soil book and I have sat and worked on that here. I have a couple of I think of them almost as passion projects because I don't know if I'm going to publish them or not, but I haven't been able to pick those up because I've been so busy with the soil book and also just other stuff. And I'm hoping, basically, since now with the soil book, it's artwork, so that's not my department. And yeah, I've not got so much else going on. Then in these little writing sprints, I can work on one of those other things, and that would be really, really nice. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's do 3 lots of 15 minutes as usual. Oh, not break. It's not a break. It's a sprint. I'm going to pop up the writing sprint banner and I'm going to mute myself and I'll talk to you in 15 minutes. I hope you get lots of productive stuff done. All right, that's the end of our first sprint. How are you doing? Um, our Emma's here, Emma Bennett, who is coming to hang out. Hi, Emma. Good morning. So I have gone through my emails, as I suspected it was mostly junk, and now I am on to the article that I was working on, and just putting the final edits across, because the person that I'm working on, it's been like a collaborative process with somebody else, and yeah, so I'm just putting those edits across that he suggested at the end. So yeah, essentially the way it worked is I wrote it based on some sort of information that he'd sent and some discussions that we'd had, and then he's sort of gone over it and given revisions, and then we've discussed those and whatever. So yeah, this is the last round, and then I'm going to double check with him that it's good to go. So there's that I'm working on. I also just remembered that actually the other thing I need to do, rather than what I was saying earlier about putting together the version of the soil book to go to the editor, I don't think I'm going to do that today. I need to write my newsletters. It just occurred to me that it's the 1st of October tomorrow. I say newsletters because I write one for a charity that I'm involved with as well. And it's become a habit that I sort of just do them all at the same time. In fact, I do one for my band as well. So the habit is just while I'm in MailChimp, which is what I use, I just do all of the accounts basically and go, right, there's the one for that one, there's the one for that one. And obviously I need to do those ready for the new month. So once I put these edits across, that's what I'm going to do actually, is I'm going to get the newsletters sorted, at least mine anyway. So yeah, that would be good. Yeah, it is a good collaboration, Emma. It's really good. Do you know, it's funny. I've had a few of these experiences lately where not doing your newsletter, I don't do my own. Yeah, I've had this case lately where I've sort of run into people, like had opportunities come up because I know somebody, or you know, where like things come together. And actually at the event I was at yesterday, that happened a few times. I met two people at that event that I hope will turn into something in the future, you know, just have these conversations with people. And this article came about because this is a person that I know, and they were unaware that I worked as a writer. And I did one of those on Facebook where you do like a invite. Sorry, my phone's not on silent. I don't know where it is. Somewhere behind my laptop. Excuse me. Where is it? Where are you? There it is. I did like a invite all of your friends to follow your page, because I haven't done that for ages and ages. And I did that, and this person who I'd met recently was like, "Oh, you you work as a writer, actually. I need someone to help me with this project." And so that turned into a really fun thing that potentially could kind of lead to other stuff. Um, and of course, the Natural England books work that way too. It came from a conversation. So I do think networking is so powerful, and that sometimes you, like for example, that event that I did on Saturday, I didn't sell very much, but the conversations that I had, I think, will lead to more opportunities. So um, yeah, you just never know. These weird things happen. So that was pretty cool. Unfortunately, the two people I spoke to both took my business card, and I need to learn to say, could I have your business card too? One of them I do actually know how to contact them, so that's fine. The other one I don't, and that's the one that I'm really hopeful comes to something. And I should have just said, oh, yeah, can I have your business card as well? And then if I don't hear from you, I can send you an email. But I'm super English about these things, and I just feel like so comfortable about doing that, because then it feels like if they've said, "Oh yeah, I might give you this opportunity," and I'm like, "Oh, amazing, here's my contact details," that then it feels really rude to be like, "Just in case you don't offer me that, can I have yours?" But then, of course, they could lose my business card, and so then at least I can chase and be like, "Hi, how are you? We met at the thing." I don't know. I'm so rubbish at that kind of thing. Um, yeah. That inviting people to the Facebook page, it's funny because your actual real life friends So I find that they are the people who like really support you. Like they're the people who'll mention your name, and they're the people who'll send you a thing going, "Oh, did you know about this?" Or do you know? I find that like real life friends are really amazing to have on your social media, to know what you're up to and to interact with your page and all of that. So it's really good to do. But I'd totally forgotten. I hadn't done it for ages, and then made new friends since then. So yeah, and yeah, it's ended up in a writing thing. Right, we are going to get into another 15-minute writing sprint or whatever sprint, just hang out and, accountability sprint. Because I'm not always writing on these. Sometimes, like I just was, and doing my emails. What I am now going to do is I'm going to finish putting those edits across to the article, double check whether it is ready to go to submit. If it's not, then I'll hang fire on that. And then I'm going to go into writing my newsletter in brackets. Depends how much I get done. Right. Okay. I'm going to pop myself on mute. See you in 15 minutes. Okay, there we go. That was another 15 minutes. I didn't change my banner. Sorry to say it was a writing sprint, but there we are. It was one. Where does the time actually go? I've moved all those edits across. That's really good. So that is ready to submit whenever I'm given the go ahead, which is really cool. So that'll be an article, hopefully, fingers crossed, that they'll want to publish it. If they don't, then they don't, you know. But yeah, and hopefully it will turn into sort of more things. Um, we shall see. My husband was around earlier. He left me a comment. I don't know if he still is. So hello, if you are. He's off sick. He's not well today. Yeah, so as I said, I need to work on my newsletters. If you're not already subscribed, there is a link in this video and on my website if you'd like to. What I do for my newsletter, and actually I want to make a video at some point about how I make my newsletter, you know, how MailChimp works, because as I say, I use MailChimp for a few different things and like why I make an email and all of this stuff. I mean, essentially your email list, I've got my foot up on a chair, it's moving. Your email list is obviously a list of people who are interested enough to want to hear updates from you, but also it's a list that you control. So you control the fact that you can send them information and that you have their email addresses and stuff, as opposed to like anything that's held by an outside agency, if you see what I mean. So in terms of marketing, it's really good. And for me also, I just feel like it's just nice to send a little update to people that are interested to know. So typically I talk about what I'm working on, any sort of updates if I've done like events or like anything to say really. And I put the latest YouTube videos on there. It's not very long, but yeah, it's like a monthly update. And then if I've got a book coming out, then I will do like maybe a pre-order email or something like that, or like the book is coming out type email, and that is it. But yeah, and I sometimes get emails back, which is really lovely actually, when people sort of reply to the things that I've said and stuff. It's just, yeah, it's a nice little community. So I will do that on the next sprint, which will be a last 15 minutes. So yeah, that is the plan today. As usual, I'm doing volunteer work this afternoon. So before that, I'll finish up the newsletters. I've got a couple of bits of social media to do. Don't know at this point how my week is shaping up. I haven't got any teaching work booked. Sometimes I have stuff booked, and so I have a better idea. However, I do have the latest print run of Lily the Limpet arriving imminently. So I'm waiting to see when that will be delivered. When I ordered it, they said Wednesday, but I have had these things come early before, so it could be tomorrow. So I'm hesitant to book any teaching just in case, you know, all the books arrive. Obviously I need to be here because it's a huge order. I've ordered 1,000 books. So at this point, I think probably tomorrow and Wednesday I will be writing, and then Thursday, Friday, hopefully there'll be some teaching work. I don't really know. I need to wait and see at this point. It's possible I might teach tomorrow. Don't know. As you guys know, these things can be a little bit up in the air at the beginning of the week, and then they sort of shape up later. Because if I'm not, if I don't get the email today that says your books are coming tomorrow, then I'm safe to take a teaching job. So we'll just see, you know, it's always an unknown. Anyway, so that's the plan, is some newsletter writing now. And let me know if you'd be interested in a video about writing a newsletter, how I do it, what I include and stuff. I won't be making that this week. This week's video, I wanted to talk about vanity publishers because I never have. So that's my plan this week, when I get a chance to film. The weather is wild out there, which doesn't help with the lighting for filming. But anyway, right, I am gonna do my newsletters. So I'm going to mute myself again. I am going to remember to put up my banner. There we go. So let's do a last 15 minutes and chat in a moment. Right, guys, that is your lot. That's the final writing sprint. I hope you got some stuff done. Let me know what you've been working on today in the comments. Yeah, as always, you don't have to join me live. I know it's not the best time for everybody. It depends where you are in the world. So if you're joining not live, that's totally cool. I would still love to know what it is that you are working on. I have got started with my newsletter and I'm going to sit and finish that off. So that's cool. And I've just remembered that I need to order some more books this week. Although not such an emergency as I thought it would be. I'm low on just got a weird text. Sorry, my phone's next to me. Just got a really spammy text. I am low on self-publishing. So I need to order some copies of that, but I'm actually changing the price. So what I need to do is update the price, update the cover with the new price on, sell off the stock that I have at the lower price, and then yeah, that'll be that. But yeah, I don't have masses of copies. I've probably got about 4 or 5 hardbacks and probably about 10 paperbacks left. I thought I might sell more of them at the event on Saturday, but I didn't. And I'm doing an event this Saturday coming, but that's children's books. So I'm not sure if I will take my adult books. Maybe I will. I'll contact the organisers and see if it's a children's books only situation, so I know what I'm doing. That is Maidstone Lit Fest, which is really exciting. I need to publicise that, actually. They sent me some graphics, so I will set that up as well. Got loads of bits and pieces to do, and I'm really hoping that by the end of this week, I will be on top of all of that kind of stuff, and that when I join you next week, I will be back into writing the books that I've been kind of slowly working on, because I would love to see some more progress from them. So that's hopefully what will occur. But I never know how my weeks will shape up. Probably I will be teaching 2 days this week. But we'll see. It just depends who needs me, basically. But this term tends to be a funny one for teaching in terms of people being off and stuff, because after the summer, it's like the new intake, people start becoming ill, and also with the seasons changing, people start becoming ill. So we'll see. Anyway, I don't know at this point. Don't know. But it would be good to get on top of other stuff. That said, when the new Lily the Limpets arrive, when I get 1,000 books, that will take me quite a few hours to go through them because I do check them all. So that's another job that I will have to do at some point. So I don't know, it's all madness. Anyway, I am going to go and crack on with my newsletter. I hope you have a lovely week. I will have a video going up this weekend. As I said, that will be about vanity publishers, so look out for that one. My video on Saturday, what was that about? That was a Vinted haul. So take a look if you are interested in that. Thanks for joining me, as always. I'll see you all soon. So have a lovely week. Take care.